If you're a small business and you're trying to build your business, you're going to find CaseDriver, Paralegal, and Invoigo very useful. But if you're a larger firm, you're also going to find them useful for improving your operations and improving your cash flow.
There are three main roles of a paralegal that CaseDriver performs for you. That's write and file cases, document collection, and attorney supervision over the paralegals that perform all of these functions. It's not only myself, but other attorneys who supervise these paralegals that are working for you. And then another important piece of this is when you get a paralegal assigned to your firm from us, you get that one person. You're going to start building a relationship that can last for years. We have customers that are decades old. In a Chapter 7, you'll see on the left what the attorney's role is in a Chapter 7, and on the right what that paralegal's role is. Our position is to take everything on the right off of your desk and also make it more affordable and make it a cost that you only incur when you actually have a case to work on. So you're not paying that person sitting at that desk in the top right corner of your screen every day, even though you may not have a bankruptcy case. And this is all done in Jubilee. So you have a Jubilee account right now. You're going to keep that account. Our paralegals log into that account and write the case for you. You'll see everything you need to see as that work is being performed. The 341 meetings, we send all the documents to the trustee. We log into their portal for you. We upload in whatever format they need. We do the redactions from the taxes, redactions from the W-2s, and we give the trustee what they need well in advance of the 341 meeting. And then we prep your client. We get your client ready for that meeting so they know exactly what's going to be asked and how to answer those questions. And you can see on the left, you're going to do some important things for us, though. You're going to approve our filing before we file. And you can choose whether to be the party that sits with the client when they sign or have us do it, and then you approve beforehand. When you use a CaseDriver paralegal, you gain access to more than what Carlos described as one of many, many, many features that reside in Jubilee, but you also get access to CaseDriver. You get a username and a password. When you log into CaseDriver, you're going to see some pretty intense management of all of the post-filing behaviors of each one of your cases. The most prominent and hard to manage is Chapter 13 behaviors. You got claims coming in, you got objections coming in. Our paralegals go into CaseDriver and they log every objection, they resolve those objections, note how they did it, put a date stamp on it. You print that list, you take it to that hearing. And the scenario I talked about just a minute ago, where you're standing in open court and the trustee says, nothing's been done on this case, you can pull out the document and say, actually, on March 13th, we uploaded the taxes. And then on April 17th, we filed the amended budget. You got everything with great detail. And that has paid off in so many scenarios for our customers when they're standing in open court. When we are running our practices, we have three functions that we should be performing primarily as attorneys. Practice law, go to court, hammer our fist on the table and make arguments. And number two, grow our practice. That means marketing. That means figuring out how to advertise, branding ourselves. And then number three is bookkeeping, handling the money, making sure that we're balancing and finding a profit. The virtual paralegal is going to take the huge majority of all of those 17 tasks that I just identified. Now watch as they get absorbed by us and taken off of your desk. As each one of these tasks are leaving your desk, what you have time now for is those three main things I talked about: practicing law, analyzing cases and facts, growing your practice, and your bookkeeping, keeping your bottom line right. So you're left with about 3 hours of work per case on a Chapter 7. It's going to be a little bit more than that on a Chapter 13. And the rest is your time to grow your practice. We do not want you to pay us with other clients' money. If we're working on the Stevens case, we want you to pay us with Stevens money. So look at that last section up in the top right, where it says paid after trustee recommendation. You can see that $450 cost for us to confirm your Chapter 13 plans is you don't incur that cost until you got a trustee saying green light on this plan. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the road before that money is even due, because we want it to come from that client's revenue for you. The other bottom line denominator on all of this is you do not need to pay a paralegal unless you also have bankruptcy revenue. So for those months when you don't have that revenue, December, November, oftentimes even in June when summer begins, you don't have as many filings, so you're not paying. You'll increase your profit margin by 70% by using a virtual paralegal versus hiring a physical person that you then have to manage and see them not be productive.